I can't believe how quickly those thugs set upon us. The class heads ran off. People were shouting orders. Oh, but it was a right mess. Say, who are you anyway? I don't remember. Hey, you're one of the surviving brigands, aren't you? Someone, anyone, help. Rude.
Greetings.
Alois told me all about what happened. Thank you for assisting the class heads. Had anything happened to the students, we all would have paid in heartache and worse.
By the
It
way,
reminds me of the previous term when a student who returned home from the academy went missing and... forgive me, I'm rambling. Monica. He's talking about Monica.
Hey!
Welcome to our humble base camp. You just let anybody in here. No wonder you were beset by bandits. I assume you are familiar with the Officers' Academy on the grounds of Garrick Mach Monastery, yes?
If I'm honest,
No, we were living under the same rock as Byleth, so no. The 3 young people you assisted earlier are the heads of the Academy's 3 houses. But you'll find other students, teachers, and even members of the Knights of Ceros here at this camp. I hear you caught us in the middle of an annual outdoor activity carried out at the beginning of the Academy school year.
that's concerning.
But the situation became quite the mess when that band of brigands attacked us. I wish we could chat at length, but it seems the 3 class heads wish to speak with you.
What say you?
Alas, I cannot keep you all to myself. This is a great opportunity for you to bond with your rescuees. Okie dokie.
Let's see.
Okay, well, we've just been transported all the way to the other side of the camp, apparently. I think. I'm really bad at not reading. This is... Oh, here. Right there. I want to talk to you.
Well met.
Do you know about the 3 houses at the Officers' Academy? I only ask because you seem a little bit dense. No offense. Anyway, you've got the Black Eagle House, which is home to folks from the Adrestian Empire. Then there's the Blue Lion House, which is made up of individuals from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus.
What are your thoughts?
And finally, there's the Golden Deer House, which has people from the Leicester Alliance. And which house are you part of? I'm gonna guess you're Golden Deer because you're standing on this side of the camp.
Oh, hey!
Hey, aren't you that merc who helped out Claude and the others?
So,
I'm actually gunning to become a mercenary myself. That's why I enrolled at the Officers' Academy. Courage your dreams, rain on a parade.
meh.
You sure? This line of work ain't easy. I only got into it because I had no other choice. I know the risks and accept them.
I'll do it.
I'm going to work myself to the bone so I can be just as strong as the captain someday. All right, good luck. Good luck. If you don't think you'll make it, good luck.
Ah, it is you.
You must be the famed mercenary of the woods who stepped in unbidden to aid Claude. Unbidden? Sorry, Lawrence. Sorry to burst your bubble there. You will not be becoming the new Duke of Leicester anytime soon. As the noble representative of the Leicester Alliance, I must offer you my thanks. Press in for details, shrug him off.
Huh?
I thought it was House Regan who represented the Alliance. On the surface, perhaps, but the reality of the thing is quite different. The one who bears the future of Leicester on his shoulders is none other than myself. After all, I am Lawrence Hellman Gloucester. Alright. Yeah, noble representative. Okay, yeah.
Can I help you?
Oh,
Hello?
you're that mercenary everyone's talking about. Shez, was it? You're not attempting to curry favor with children of the nobility in pursuit of some nefarious aim, are you? We didn't even know who they were when they, crashed in on our training session in the woods. Or our nap. Deny, keep guessing. I was just helping out some strangers. Still, it's always good for a merc to have folks like that in his debt. I see. And do you think our mercenary friend is someone worthy of trust, Marianne? Me? What, me?
I'm busy.
Well, either way, we need to be going. We're busy. Doing what? You're just standing here. In the middle of the night. Hey, you're a new face. Are you a student from one of the other houses? You must be the mercenary we've been hearing so much about. What was your name again? Tell them your name. Keep it hush-hush. I mean...
Nuh-uh.
Not important. Anyway, what house are you guys with? We're in Claude's house, the Golden Deer, but we're just regular old common folk. Due to the nature of Leicester, we have more students from the commoner class than the other houses.
Please?
I'd imagine you're a commoner yourself, what with being a mercenary and all. I mean,
Oh, hey.
aren't there mercenaries who aren't commoners?
Oh, hey.
Can we think of any?
Oh, hey.
Oh hey, are you the mercenary who helped Claude out of that little jam?
Huh.
I heard you're super strong, so I was kind of picturing you as one of those huge bodybuilders or something. I think you're getting me confused with Raphael. Laugh, keep business. Sorry to disappoint, I'm just your average guy.
Aw.
Too average if you ask me. Talk about a letdown. Come Come on, I'm just joking. You're pretty easy to talk to, so I couldn't help myself.
Thanks.
Anyways, thanks for helping Claude out. Oh yeah, Balthus. He's kind of a mercenary, right? And he's a noble.
How may I help you?
Thank you for cooperating with the heads of the three houses. Seems like the class heads served as decoys to draw out most of the thieves before finding an opportunity to flee. Thanks to that, the others managed to hold fast with only light injuries. Still, it would have been tragic had any of the heads been seriously injured, or worse. I'm just grateful for all your help. Thank you.
Are you nuts?
Oh.
Hey, Linhardt, wake up. Look, I get that you're tired, but we're leaving at the crack of dawn, remember? All the more reason to get our sleep now. The bandit attack stole my chance for sleep, so I must... And who might you be? Some details, keep it vague.
Nuh-uh.
Oh, I'm nobody really. Just a passing traveler who got sucked into that whole bandit fight back there.
Yes, well.
Indeed. Well, I am Linhardt, and it's just about time for me to go to sleep. Farewell.
Whoa there.
We already talked about this. You can't sleep when we're going back to Garreg Mach so soon. Okie dokie. Thank you, Caspar. Dorothea, hey.
Hello.
You must be the mercenary 80 told us about. I'm Dorothea. You've heard about the Officers Academy, right? Well, pretty much all of this year's students from Black Eagle House are here at the moment. Well, except for Bernadetta, which is sadly typical. She stayed behind because she was terrified of the idea that we might be attacked in the woods. I can't believe she ended up being right. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to ramble. Has anyone ever told you you're surprisingly easy to talk to? Alright.
What did you need?
Can't believe they talked me into going on this trip. It'll be fun, they said. Nothing ever happens. And then bam, disaster and danger everywhere. I thought I was going to die out there. I was swinging my spear at anything that got within range, but then some girl from the Officers Academy showed up and led me to safety. I tell you, kids these days are graceful and strong. Nothing like the useless punks from my day. Including you? Oh, Hubert? Ah yes, you are the mercenary we happened across.
My thanks.
While I harbor some reservations about you, the fact remains that you assisted Lady Edelgard, and for that I offer my gratitude. Accept is we don't get a choice, we just have to accept.
Huh?
Happy to help, although I wouldn't mind some details about the whole reservations part.
Right.
My thoughts are mine alone. You need not concern yourself with the matter. Alright. The funny thing is, if you talk to Edelgard before you talk to Hubert, you do actually get a choice in that. I don't remember what the options were, but I'm just saying. Hello, something.
Thanks.
Hello, friend. You're the one who helped Dimitri, right? Well, we all owe you for that, so if you need a meal, it's on me.
I appreciate
I'm
it.
grateful as well. I'd offer my thanks with a meal too, but I heard that you'll be leaving us shortly. We wish.
Can we speak a moment?
Oh, and I don't believe I got your name. Give your name. Hold back.
Nuh-uh.
Me? My name's not important. I'm just a passing mercenary after all. Yeah, I can tell you're way more than just that. Still, you must have your reasons, so I won't pry.
Not good.
A shame we don't have the time to get to know each other a little better, though. I wonder, I don't remember, but I wonder if Sylvain flirts if your girl Shez.
You have my thanks.
Let me begin by first conveying my gratitude to you, Shez. We are in your debt.
Speaking of which...
Also, I examined a map earlier, and the village where you are headed seems to be a little more to the east. Surprise, thank him for the advice.
You're kidding.
Wait, east? Really? I could have sworn it was west. Well, thanks for the tip. I nearly got lost. I nearly got myself lost in the woods all over again.
No.
Oh, that won't be the last time. I can assure you that will not be the last time we get lost. Don't be hard on yourself. This forest lacks the markers to easily find one's bearings. It's little wonder you floundered with no one to guide you. In any case, you should be able to reach the village with no trouble by merely walking toward the dawn sun.
By the way,
You'll be staying until sunrise, yes? I hope you'll take the opportunity to converse with the others here. Of course, now that I've sprung the idea on you so suddenly, you'll likely find yourself at a loss as to whom you ought to speak to.
how about this?
Oh. On that note, I would be more than happy to give you an introduction to any Blue Lion House students.
Your interest flatters me, but I'm afraid I find myself unsure of where to begin. Perhaps I'll have thought of a topic when next we speak. But... you're leaving for that village soon, aren't you?
Yes, we are.
Your interest...
No,
perhaps...
Stop.
Dedu hails from the land of Dusker. Perhaps you've heard of it. He tends to keep to himself. But he possesses one of the kindest hearts of anyone I know. I'm proud to call him my... vassal. Speak to him, and you'll see why. Felix is the son of Duke Fraldarius. He has a sharp wit and even sharper tongue. But he's a good person at his core. I can attest to that. He has always admired strength above all else in a fighter. I imagine the two of you will make fast friends. I only first met her here at the Academy. She seems a gentle soul with great inner strength. From what I understand, she has traveled far and wide throughout both the Empire and the Kingdom. Perhaps that explains her demeanor. In the far south of Fargus lies a manor by the name of Castle Gaspar. Ash is the adopted son of that castle's lord, Lonato. He's an honest boy, well deserving of our trust. I'd like to get to know him better someday, should the opportunity arise. Annette is the hardest worker in the entirety of the Blue Lion House. She is truly brilliant. I could stand to learn from her single-minded devotion, if only a little. Sylvain is the son of Margrave Gautier. You may have already noticed, but he's something of a womanizer. That may be putting it lightly, in fact. But despite his apparent indifference, he possesses great cunning and is quicker on his feet than anyone else here. I've known him long, so I'm well aware. Ingrid is the daughter of Count Galatea, and she is far more gallant than your run-of-the-mill knight. She has ever been straight-laced and diligent, even when we were but children. It is not an uncommon sight to find her scolding Sylvain for his indiscretions.
Okay, that was everybody. Dimitri had nice things to say about everybody. That may be something. Kind of. A little bit. But we already know we're doing Blue Lions, so, you know.
It's you. My thanks.
You assisted His Highness and have my gratitude. I will see this debt repaid. Shrug it off, crack a joke.
Right on.
In that case, you can pay me back with a round of sparring. Let's see what you're made of. As you wish.
I
To
see.
be honest, I'd like to treat you to a meal, but we lack the time. What else?
Oh, heya.
Oh, you're that mercenary. It's great to meet you. I'm Annette, and this is my best friend Mercedes.
Hello there.
It's nice to make your acquaintance. Have you already spoken with the others? Uh-huh. Uh-uh. I mean, some of them.
Let's see.
Not yet, but I'm planning to. I suppose that means none of us know all that much about the others.
The thing is,
We only just started at the Officers Academy, so my grasp on the other Blue Lions is tenuous at best. Okay.
Ah, it's you.
You're that new merc, right? Shez? The boar says you had some skill. You'll have to give me a demonstration before we head out. Ingrid enthusiastically refuses offer. Ask who the boar is. Deal. I can clear some time before sunrise. Looking forward to it. Okay.
It's you!
We've held these kinds of outdoor activities countless times, but I've never seen anything like this happen. Plus, we've got 3 high-ranking noble children here, so the guard was more than double that of a usual year. To think they were nearly killed by some pack of base brigands. It's a real mess, make no mistake. And now I have to find a way to explain it all to Lady Rhea? Ugh. I mean, does it have to be you? Can't you just, like, foist it on Alois? I mean, I would assume he had the highest rank. He's the only one with a name. Ash, hello. What are you doing? What are you doing, dude?
Hey there.
Oh, you must be that mercenary I've been hearing about. I'm Ash, and I'm a student at Garrick Mock's Officers Academy. Do you know about the Academy? See, there are 3 houses, each based on where a person is from. Tell them you've heard of it, claim ignorance.
Let's see.
Never heard of it. Not much for high society and fancy balls and all that.
Right.
I know just how you feel. I was adopted by a noble, but was born a commoner. I actually find it pretty daunting to always be surrounded by the rich and powerful. It's a lot easier to talk to someone you like. Or to someone like you. Alright, cool. Okay, and finally, the Black Eagle.
Quite.
I'm Hanneman, a professor at the Officers Academy. I heard a tale of your recent exploits and wish to express my thanks. Oh, and on another matter, do you possess a crest? What a crest is? Barking up the wrong tree? Yeah.
Let's see.
I know practically nothing about crests, but I'm still pretty sure I'd know if I had one. Truly? You've never investigated the subject. People are not always aware of the power of their own crests, you know. Yes, because it's so common to have a crest analyzer in your own home, in, like, mercenary camps, you know?
All in all,
Listen well now. Crests are a power that dwells in the blood, and they are passed down through the generations from parent to child. Those with crests may excel at magic, or perhaps have the ability to wield powerful weapons known as heroes' relics. If you were to come to my residence at the monastery, I could take the time to conduct a full investigation if you like. No, thank you.
oh no.
I've healed so many people today that I never want to look at a bandage again. And who do we have here? No, wait, don't say. Let me guess.
Got it.
You're a brave vagabond knight who appeared to boldly protect me from those brigands earlier. roll with it.
Right on.
Oh yeah, that's me all right. Oh, and the name Shez, by the way. You're very kind to go along with my little jade.
Well, hi.
Well then, I'm Manuela, a professor at the Officers Academy, a doctor, and also a songstress of a world-renowned opera company. Though I have worked myself to the very bone today, so right now I'm merely a sad and lonesome woman. Okie dokie, girl.
Please be listening. Listen.
Hello, I'm called Petra. I'm finding you to be quite fascinating. Give your name, change the subject. Are my words a bother? I am still trying to master the speech of Fodlan. No, your words are fine. I just didn't quite know what you were getting at, is all. I'm guessing you're not from Fodlan. I mean, she just told you. Also, I'm a huge fan of the mark on your face. Just had to get that out there.
Ah,
You're most correct. I was being born in Bridget, and this marking is for the protection of the spirits.
hello. Thank you.
Ah, there you are. Thank you for your assistance in the previous battle. I'd like to discuss your future if you have a moment. If you find yourself with no place to go after we accomplish our objective, I'm hoping we might hire you on with the Empire.
What do you think?
I can promise you'll be handsomely paid, including the work you did today. So, what say you? Decide later, ask why she wants to hire you.
Meh.
I'm not usually hired into service by people quite so high up the food chain. Why the special attention? I value your talent now that I've had the ability to see it firsthand.
On another matter.
By the by, have you spoken with the others here in camp? If you like, I can tell you a little bit about the students in my own house, the Black Eagles. Alright?
Well, you're certainly not timid. You do realize you're addressing the heir to the Imperial throne, yes? Still, I suppose I admire that sort of freedom. It must be nice not to have your lot in life decided for you. Hubert of House Vestra is my attendant. His family is unusual in that they're noble but lack territory of their own.
You could give him territory.
Hubert is deeply loyal to me, and you can trust him completely. In fact, I imagine he's quite grateful for what you've already done.
Doesn't seem like it.
That's Dorothea Arnault. She's an up-and-coming songstress in a famous Imperial opera company, or she was, at least. For some reason, she abandoned her musical career and enrolled in the Officers Academy. She has a very magnetic personality, which I'm sure you'll see. Have you spoken with Ferdinand? One conversation will explain him far better than I can. He's the heir to an influential house, which drives him to excel. But he can be quite the handful sometimes. One of our classmates usually stays holed up in the dormitory instead of coming on these assignments. Her name is Bernadetta. If you bump into her, don't be surprised if she screams and runs away. That's sort of her thing. Caspar is the second-born son of a great and noble house. But as he's not the heir, you might say he joined the academy to make his own way. War and fighting are his sole pursuits, so I bet the two of you will get along just fine. One of our classmates usually, if you bump into her...
Just wanted to check something with Bernadette.
Petra isn't from the Empire. She's the granddaughter of the King of Brigid, which is an archipelago situated off our western coast. You'll find her a quick study, a gifted fighter, and endlessly curious. But always come prepared to talk, because she'll definitely want to pick your brain. Surely you know someone like Linhardt. He's as bright as they come, yet just as lazy as well. That's simply how he is, though. I can't force him to apply himself, but he'll come around, most likely.
Please be listening.
Look who has arrived.
Well, well, the mercenary who cut down the leader of those thieves. I must say, that was quite the capable display you put on back there. I'm Ferdinand von Eyre, the legitimate scion of the Eyre family, the foremost house of the Empire. Never heard of him. Try to play along.
Huh?
Sorry, never heard of you.
It cannot
My
be.
stars, you've truly never heard of House Eyre? I should think even a base sellsword such as yourself would have a passing familiarity.
I am on it.
Clearly, I must work harder as a beacon to the common folk so that they might cry the name of my family from one end of the continent to the other. Yeah, that's what they'll be doing. Is it just Claude? It's just Claude.
Thanks.
Hey friend, appreciate what you did back there. We'd have been in a world of hurt without you. Oh, and regarding compensation, Alois told me not to pay you personally. I like how Edelgard offered us double pay. Like, well, she offered to pay us for today, right? And Claude is just like, Alois said not to do it. So I'm gonna go with that. I guess they want to handle it as a church thing. Sorry about that. You understand? Doubt Alois. I don't know. As long as I get paid, I don't care who's handing over the coin. You're definitely a mercenary, all right.
Speaking of,
Speaking of which, have you talked with the others here at camp?
how's that?
I can tell you a little bit about the students in my Golden Deer house.
Who, me? I'm more curious about you, personally. If you don't have anything better to do, I'd be glad to have you join us at Garrick Mach.
We do have something better to do. We want to join.
Have you met him yet? At first, I thought he was real serious and persnickety. But that image shattered pretty quick once I noticed him chatting up every girl in the monastery. Hilda's the only daughter of Duke Goneril. Seems like she had a pretty cushy life growing up. Which means she's gotten into the habit of slacking off and making other people do things for her. He's a pretty friendly guy. Though it'd be nice if he talked about something other than muscles. He comes from a merchant family, but his parents died in an accident. He's had it pretty rough. Don't ever treat her like a child. I made that mistake earlier and she nearly took my head off. But she's clearly the youngest out of this year's students, so I don't get what the big deal is. Just another pampered noble, I guess. Ignatz likes the great outdoors. Definitely more than the rest of us, anyway. He's the second son of a merchant family, but says he wants to be a knight. He doesn't really seem suited for it, though. Maybe his parents are making him do it. Oh, Marianne? She's Margrave Edmund's daughter, but that's all I know about her. She doesn't interact with the other students at all. I'll admit, she intrigues me. Leone wants to be a mercenary. I bet you two would have lots to talk about. You're both pretty frank, too. I just hope you're not as obsessed with saving money as she is.
Looks like Dawn's almost here. Okay. Always.
I see.
Shez, have you spoken with the house leaders yet?
That's concerning.
What? You're leaving? But that won't do.
If I'm honest,
Actually, I was hoping I could ask something of you. Would you hear me out?
my sincere apologies for asking this of you. I know you're heading for Ramire Village in order to find Gerald's mercenaries, but, well, perhaps you might consider changing your mind and accompanying us to Garrick Mach Monastery instead.
And why would I do that, exactly?
Because you've done us a great service, and we don't have the means in camp to properly reward you. At the monastery, however, we can repay your kindness in full.
I'm sure if you guys all pooled together whatever money you had, you know.
Also, between you and me, this evening's turn of events was quite the embarrassment for the church. We allowed students of the Officers' Academy out of our sight, and house leaders of great political consequence at that. And then they crossed swords with bandits. If word got out, well, let's just say it would sit poorly with everyone. So you see why we must ensure you are well compensated. Also,
Hush money.
there may be some papers for you to sign. Perhaps in blood.
This sounds more like hush money than a reward.
Yes, that's exactly what I told the fool knight who suggested it. Me, I'd just as soon send you on your way, but I fear I'm obligated to escort you back. Anyway, the whole thing will be much easier if you simply agree to come along. Just as a formality, of course.
I think that was a threat. And here I thought he was a big softy. Well, what do you think? Garrick Mach is in the opposite direction of where we need to be. But this man seems rather set on having us accompany them.
We could take him. No choice. Agree to go of your own volition.
I guess I'm not opposed to helping out a little more. I'll come with you to the monastery, but I'm not staying a single minute longer than I have to.
Bless you, my friend. What a noble soul you are. I'd say you saved my bacon, but that would be utterly hammy.
Alois, has anyone ever told you that you're...
Don't. Some truths are simply too painful to bear. While I'm no expert, I fear the poor man's heart couldn't handle the shock.
Told me what?
told you how dashing you are in that armor. Not just any man could pull off that look.
Ah, you like it? Wonderful. I admit I've received no small share of positive comments on it. There's a grand story behind every last ding and dent. Enough to keep me talking for a week. Why, take this one here.
We heard
Oh,
you'll be
thank you, thank
joining
you.
us at Garrick Mach. Perhaps somewhat unwillingly, I might add.
Thank you for saving us.
I know this wasn't in your plans, but if it lets us get to know each other better, perhaps it will prove worth it in the end.
Unwilling or not, we've got a long road ahead, so let's try to keep the mood light.
I hesitate to ask this considering you're only here because of us. But, well, are you sure about this decision? The last thing we want is to delay you from your own business. The knights may seem unwilling to bend, but it's not as if you have no say in the matter.
Actually, I see this as just another chance to better myself.
You are more gracious than I. But, as I see you've made peace with it, I will leave the matter be.
Yes, that's quite enough chatter. Let's save our energy for the road. To the monastery!
Listen, I know this one's on me. I'm the one who roped you into coming back to camp after all. But I'll find a way to make it up to you, I promise.
Keep your hopes grounded.
Thanks, Claude. I know you will.
Hey! Hurry up back there or we'll leave you behind!
You know you've had a busy day when you rub shoulders with the heirs to the Empire, the Kingdom, and the Alliance. I think they're a fascinating group of people myself, but what do you make of them?
Seems like Edelgard thinks high enough of me. She's got this elegant air about her, but somehow doesn't hold any disdain for mercenaries. It feels like Dimitri's always checking in on me, every chance he gets. He'll definitely make a good king, the kind who looks after his people. Claude's a laid-back kind of guy who doesn't really strike me as noble, and I mean that in a good way. Something tells me he's gonna be easy to work with.
I just wonder, like, because with Byleth, when she assessed everybody, it was just like, you know, inner darkness and smile, like fake smile, whatever. And then Shez is just like laid back guy, really honest, no disdain. I don't know.
Of course, you only pick up on their rosy qualities. You really are a delight. Have I told you that lately? Still, you'd better pick up the pace before you vex these people any further.
I mean, I would do it intentionally, but whatevs.
Prologue. 3 houses. Deep in the forest, the mercenary meets a trio of youths, each a student at Garrick Mach's Officers' Academy, and a leader of one of the school's 3 houses. Striking down the bandit chief who attacked the students brings undue attention to the mercenary, who soon arrives at the hallowed gates of Garrick Mach.
Oh, that's pretty. That is so pretty. That place is huge. We only get to explore a tiny, tiny part of that in 3 houses.
And with that, may I present the mercenary I spoke of?
Greetings. My name is Rhea, and I am the Archbishop of the Church of Seros. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for rescuing our students.
Yeah, because you care so much. Pride? Humble?
I'm just glad I could help.
Such modesty is not required around me. Your actions were truly commendable.
However, the reason we summoned you here was not simply to express our gratitude.
It was also to threaten you to keep quiet, otherwise, you know, bad things will happen.
We have a proposal for you. One made on behalf of the church itself.
What kind of proposal?
Someone told you of the Officers' Academy here at the monastery, yes? We would have you join this academy as a student.
That's not what we were promised. We were promised actual money.
You what?
Though you are a mercenary, I understand you are not currently beholden to any one particular employer. Also, the students you rescued are close to your own age. Your life could be greatly enriched here.
Money or homework? Money or essays?
Or she's heard about our power and wants to keep us on a short leash. And yet she's taking it almost as a given that we'll accept. It's infuriating.
I get that. Turn her down. Interest in you over.
Sorry, but the world's got other plans for me. I can't afford to stay here forever.
Oh, this would not be forever. You would only be enrolled for 1 year. Bear in mind that the Knights of Seiros and many other powerful warriors pass through these gates. Whether you seek to someday become an officer, or simply increase your own strength, this environment will undoubtedly aid in your pursuits.
They've really talked us into a corner here. I think I see where this is going.
We don't get a choice.
All right, I'm in.
A wise decision. We will do all
Can't
we
just
can
cave
to
like
ensure
that.
you do not regret it.
Shez, you can't just cave like that.
I believe you will go far.
You have to stand up for your choices.
If I may, permit me to tell you a bit more about the school itself. The Academy is divided into 3 houses and draws in the most promising young talents from every corner of Fodlan. Some are noble-born, while others spring from more humble roots. But within these walls, all are treated as equals.
Yeah, that's why all the commoners are put on the first floor.
We ask our prospects to spend a year living under the same dormitory roof, so they can challenge each other, work hard, and grow together.
Just not on the same floor.
Each of our houses corresponds to one of Fodlan's 3 regions. Edelgard leads the Black Eagle House, which is for students from the Adrestian Empire. Dimitri leads the Blue Lion House, home to students from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. And Claude leads the Golden Deer House, for students from the Leicester Alliance.
We could select a house for you ourselves, but as all of this was our idea, perhaps we should leave this decision to you. You are something of a special case, after all.
So I can join any house I want?
Yes, you have simply to name it.
Yeah, way to put, there's a term for this. Put us on the spot, that's what it is. We are going with Blue Lions this time, even though Golden Deer is my favorite. House for students, from the Kingdom of Fargus. Most value chivalry and excel at military arts.
So you wish to join Dimitri's Blue Lions. Are you certain?
Yep, that's the one. I'm sure of it.
May you build wonderful and lasting friendships in your new house.
I'm a little salty that you can't recruit everybody.
Well then, with that taken care of, it's time to decide which of us will supervise which house.
Yes, it turns out we just underwent a last-minute roster change. I guess you two haven't met. This is Professor Yuritsa, our weapons instructor.
Hello.
Admire his ability. Greet him.
I can already tell I'm gonna learn a lot from you.
Will you now?
Do my ears deceive me? Or is that curiosity I hear in your voice, Professor Yuritsa? I thought all the houses were the same to you.
No favoritism there.
Perhaps you should be in charge of our new student's house, hmm?
I don't care. You decide.
Well, you'll certainly hear no objections from me. Professor Manuela, you and I can take charge of the remaining houses.
What? It's decided already? I was at least expecting a fight. Maybe some hair pulling? And as for you, my mysterious new student, I look forward to getting to know you much, much better throughout the year.
The gall of these people making decisions for you. It's enough to make one's head spin.
Right. In any case, I'm looking forward to learning from you, Professor Yuritsa.
I'll inform you of our first mission soon.
Sorry, what mission?
Oh, did we fail to mention that? Each month, every house in the Academy is given a mission entailing some form of service to the Church.
Oh, okay. Cool. Dimitri. Alright.
Professor Yuritsa told me the good news. Welcome to the Blue Lion House. I'm excited for us to learn and grow together. But for now, please, make yourself at home.
Our whole house has been buzzing since we heard you were getting assigned here. So, we're going to treat you to a welcome feast tonight. Assuming you're okay with the fancy offerings at the dining hall, that is.
You saved His Highness's life. That means the whole kingdom owes you one. And I can't think of a better way to get to know each other than gathering around the table for a meal.
Enough chatter. You're a mercenary, right? How's your swordsmanship?
I've got 2 of them.
You must have some skill if the boar here gave you passing marks. But I won't know for sure until we cross blades at the training grounds. I'll see you there, before dinner.
He just walks off.
That's no way to talk, Felix. You were being rude. Still, I must admit I'm curious as well. Rumor has it you're quite the exceptional fighter.
I'm happy to spar with any of you. Frankly, this brings me right back to my old merc buddies.
Trade blows if you must, but please try not to injure each other.
The training grounds can be a little tough to find. Oh, why don't I show you the way later? Trust me, I'm speaking from experience. One wrong turn and you're up in the library staring down the tallest stack of books you've ever seen.
From the training grounds? Really? She's worse than Shez.
Yes, this is the largest monastery in Fodlan, so it's easy to get lost if you let your mind wander.
If you struggle to settle in, say so. You helped His Highness. We are in your debt.
Remember your mission?
We are to stamp out what's left of the Iron King's thieves. If I may, Professor, it seems a bit challenging for a first mission.
That's okay, Yuritsa will take care of it.
But their leader, Costas, has already been dealt with. If the professor thinks us capable of mopping up the rest, I trust his judgment.
Good. Prepare yourself.
Of course, Oh, he's gone.
Professor Yuritsa isn't much of a talker. Or easy to talk to, for that matter.
I'm certain you'll get used to him. He may be a touch curt, but he's not a bad person at heart.
Still, bandit hunting right out of the gate? This is quite the mission.
After the events in the mountains, I hesitate to put His Highness in further danger.
You worry too much to do. Besides, we have a trustworthy new ally coming with us.
Who is level 56. Just saying. Read a caution, take the praise and run with it.
I've given bandits a dirt nap before, and I'll do it again.
Huh, well, I'm convinced.
Whatever the case, we should be doubly prepared. And we'll be counting on our mercenary friend here to assist us.
Quiet confidence, fire off equip.
Sure thing, Dimitri. You just keep counting, while I'm off racking up all the glory.